of Module 3, Instructions for Project 1. When we do the first project, because you do not have any experience, so I want to use this simple project to give you some experience. So I will walk you through step by step. We do not have many features. We only have a very simple feature, just to list the data in a table. All right, part C.1, create database and understand the data. Two parts. The first part, we create the database from a script I give you. Second, understand the data a little bit. All right, so let's start the first part. First part, I want to talk about project description. Another, split two parts. A project description first. So the project is very simple. All right, so from the simple description, you can see what we are going to do. All right, so for project 1, the title is List Math Questions from a database. That simple. Okay? Yeah. All right. But we need to do it step by step. We need to make several different components. All right? Yeah. Here, basically, the components, let me give you the main components we need to use in this project. Main components. Three main components. All right. First, one servlet, only one. And this servlet, what is its role? The role, prepare data for display. For display. All right, All right. The second component, one JSP. Display the data. Number 3, one Java Bean. Store the data. All right, main components. We have some other supporting files, so here I do not need to mention. And in this simple project, so we can see how these three components work together, do communications, connect, sending data, that kind of thing we can see, we can understand easily. All right, so that is the description part. Next, database preparation. Our step 1, I put here because this is in the, all right, so here, let me give you, you can download the instruction file. I put it in the canvas. So I create a zip file called project 1 instruct.zip. Zip, all right, zip file. You download it. Yeah. Inside it, I have two text files. Yeah. The first one, our database script, problem.sql, we will use to create a database soon. Yeah. Second, the instruction, text file. Yeah. Here, I cut a screenshot here. Yeah. So that is probably project one instruct.txt. Yeah. All right. Here, yeah. So this is the step one from the instruction file. All right. So you can see the database preparation pretty easy. Yeah. First, get the database script. Yeah. So this one, problem.sql. Yeah. Later, I will, do the details after I go through these 4 sub-steps, 1.1 through 1.4. Then I go to the, web browser, the script, everything. I will do it with you together. Yeah. Step 1.2, create a new database. This is the database name. Yeah. MathProbDB. Yeah. Database name. Yeah. All right. Then execute the script to populate the data. Yeah. We use the copy-paste way. Yeah. Number 4, add the database library. Java, JDBC, .jar, Jar. Yeah. So we have it. We just copy from animal survey. Remember animal survey example. So that Java we copy paste. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So let us do this part first. After I go through these 4 sub-steps, then we come back for the second half of this video. Yeah. I want to explain the data a little bit. All right. Yeah. So let me jump to web browser. Yeah. All right. All right. First, before we work on the database, make sure you start exam. It is running, right? See we already click the start button for first 2 items, Apache, MySQL. So you see the port numbers, yeah, ready, yeah. Second, after that, bring up web browser, yeah, here, yeah, this is my web browser, yeah. All right, yeah. I click the home button because I want to go to the home to create our new database. Yeah. Remember the name, MathProbDB. MathProbDB. Yeah. You need to type exact the same database name. Otherwise, if you type a different database name, although you can create a database without any problem, but in our code, in our servlet, Java servlet code, you may need to change the database name there. All right, yeah, so here, in order to make it as simple as possible, so here, all right, so I type MathProb, yeah, here. Remember the name, MathProbDB, right? But this is the name I typed last time. Remember in our in-person class number 5, I did it already. Yeah. Here I just use second name 1, but if you have not done this before, you do not need to put that 1, right? You just put that MathProbDB. Yeah. Here I put 1, but when I run the program, I still use the name without that 1. All right, so I click create button. Oh, what's that? Already exists. All right, if it exists, math prob db1, let me just change to 2. How about that? Okay, let me see 2. If 2 it can't create, yeah, database exists. Yeah, let me try the second time. Yeah, no complaint. So it should work now. All right, so let me find the math prob db2. All right, I select it, right? Yeah, select it. Click SQL tab. So this text area part, we will copy paste SQL commands containing the data. So let us go to the database part. This is the database part. I think you can get here easily, right? So here, if we go to, yeah, so let me start from the very beginning. Yeah, after you download project1 inst.zip, yeah, you unzip it. So you have a folder, project1 inst folder. Yeah, when we get to it, then you open this problem.sql in a text editor. Yeah, here I open it in my favorite text editor, Notepad++. So you can see, everything here. All right. So data is pretty long. Yeah. So don't worry. Yeah. We just copy and paste. All right. Let's do it. Now, Control A, select everything. Yeah. Control C, copy it. Yeah. In the, buffer. Yeah. Then, back to the browser, the SQL tab command area. Yeah. Paste. Control V, right? Control V, paste. All right, so we have everything here. Click Go button. Go button, yeah. So no error message. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Click the database, only one table, problem table. Click the browse link, so you see all the data. Yeah, I have 100 something questions. Yeah, all right. Yeah, several pages. Each page up to 25 questions. Yeah, all right. Now let us go back to the second slide. So let me explain the data a little bit, the background. Yeah. All right. Let's get to the slide number 2 here. Right here. All right. All right. Let's start. Yeah. All right. Understand math data. Let me explain how to represent math data in a web browser with high quality. High quality, yeah. When we display math data, we want to display in a professional way, math professional way. Yeah. So let me explain that part. First, I just cut part of the data from our database script. So you can see the data looks like here, 9 questions. Yeah, part of it. All right. And here you can see something special. For a math formula, we need to use the special presentation. Yeah. Math formula. How do we represent math formulas? Okay, yeah. Special language. should be used. Here, the language is LATEX. Yeah, LATX. How to pronounce it? Yeah. Two different ways to pronounce it. Yeah. The first way, some people pronounce LaTeX. Second way, some other people like to pronounce LaTeX. Okay? LaTeX or LaTeX. All right? So yeah, two groups of people. Yeah. Here, so let me give you the history a little bit for this language. It's called a math typeset language. Typeset language. Yeah. It's not a programming language. Display typeset language. Yeah. All right. It is pretty complicated. Yeah. Because there are so many math symbols in the world. You can imagine how many math symbols in the world. All right? Large number. All right? Yeah. To represent all of them. That's a lot of work. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So here, this language has two parts. First, the tech part. The people call the plain tech. Yeah. TEX. So that is the symbol, the trademark. Yeah, we can also call it trademark from the author. Yeah, the author, make this language and use this trademark symbol to call this typeset language. And the author like to pronounce tech. Yeah. Not text. Yeah. Many people, if they do not know the detailed history, many people like to pronounce text. It's not, do not pronounce x. Yeah. Just tech. Stop. Tech. Stop. Yeah. That's it. All right. So then LaTeX or LaTeX. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I call LaTeX, sometimes I call LaTeX, whatever. All right. Yeah. The author is a Stanford math professor, very famous professor. And this typeset language was created approximately in 70s, so very early. 70s. Right. 70s. Yeah, as I know, 70s, very early. The Unix time. Yeah, at that time, people use Unix machine. C language, Unix machine. So that early. Yeah. So later, another professor with name start, last name is start with LA something. Yeah, I couldn't remember. LA something. So that professor improved the original plain text, people call it plain text, a lot. So added a lot of nice features and also changed the structure, make it much easier to use than the original version. So for that reason, the improved tech, so people call LaTeX or LaTeX. Yeah. All right, so that's the history a little bit. All right. Second, all right, I want to explain, in order to use this typesetting language in our project, we need to use special JavaScript library. JavaScript library called MathJax. MathJax. Okay, it's free, so you can find it easily. The website for the MathJax. And you can download this package free. It's a JavaScript package, but that package is huge, very, very big. Yeah, as I know, greater than 300 megabyte. Very, very big. Yeah. Because it is huge, the reason is simple: to represent large number of math symbols using images. How to represent symbols using images? Typically using small images. So that's the reason the size is so big. And a lot of JavaScript code, CSS code, to put those images together to form nice math symbols. So that's the reason it is huge. But for us, we do not have to download, right? When we use it in our project, we don't want to carry this huge library with our project everywhere, right? Yeah. So we use the simple way. We just go to the MathJack's website to call that JavaScript package. Then we get the result. Yeah. So we use the CDN link. CDN link. Okay. Yeah. In my code, we just copy, that link part. Yeah. That link part. Yeah. So we can use it easily. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's the background a little bit. Yeah. All right. Second. Yeah. So this is the data in the database. Yeah. But when you see it here, I want to explain one special part: double slash. Why we have double slash in the double backslash in our script, but in the table data you see single backslash. So what's that? The reason is very simple, because in SQL we use backslash, or in HTML, yeah, because we use web browser, and we use backslash, this special symbol, to escape the special meaning of some special symbols, right? So there are some special symbols, right? For example, single quote, double quotes, there are many special symbols, right? Yeah. We want to take the literal, their original meaning, their literal meaning. How do we get that? Backslash. Yeah. But here, our backslash, we want to take the original meaning of backslash. So we want to escape this backslash symbol's special meaning to go back to the original meaning. So that's the reason we double backslash. All right. But after we run the script, we get the database populated. What do you see? Only single. Because the special meaning of the backslash, the first one already used, right? What you see is the real data part. The real data, single backslash. All right. So then the backslash, let me explain the backslash. When you see that, why we use so many backslashes in our math data? Very simple. So that's from the LaTeX syntax. In LaTeX, every time when you want to represent math formula, you need to create some math environment. How do you create math environment? There are two ways. First way, backslash open parenthesis. That's the opening part. Then your math formula expression. Second, closing part, backslash closing parenthesis. All right? So this is the inline formula. Inline formula. All right? Yeah. So you display formula. In your sentences, inline formula, you use this mode when you write a sentence containing math formulas. Yeah. But there is another mode called display mode. Display mode uses different environment. Backslash open square bracket. All right, so you type math formula and backslash close bracket, square bracket. So this is the display mode. So what is display mode? You display in the middle of your page. Yeah, display mode, we do not do inline display, okay? Yeah. So we start new row, yeah, a block of area, and we place our math formula in the middle of that area. Display mode. All right, two different modes. Yeah, but you can see we need to use backslash in those two environments. Yeah. All right, so that's pretty much what I want to explain. Oh, the last thing before I finish this video, the last thing. Simple commands. Let me give you some simple examples so you get an idea for the LaTeX commands. Yeah. All right. The first one, square root. How to represent square root in math. Backslash SQRT, parenthesis, the data inside the square root. For example, square root of 2. Square root of 2. All right. Then another example, simple fraction. Let me show you the fraction. 2/3. How to represent 2/3. Yeah. All right. Backslash frac. Yeah. Frac. All right. Parenthesis, numerator 2, a parallel parenthesis, denominator 3. That's it. Okay. Here, you get an idea. We can use special commands to write math formulas. Yeah. But nobody can memorize large number of math commands. How to do that? We search the web. Yeah. So we find a table, sufficient, commonly used commands. Yeah. Not necessarily all commands, because most of the commands we do not need to use. Yeah. Usually several pages. Most frequently used commands, we just get a PDF file, find it, put it aside. When we need it, we go there and find which command we should use. So that's the typical way that people type math formulas in a professional way. All right, so let me finish our first video, C.1, right here.